guy and has been for the last couple of years.
Is from the Dominican Republic. He's a shortstop.
He hit the ground running when he came to the United States.
High shot into deep right, and he got all of that one. Wow.
The Wander Franco demolition tour continues.
I think you're looking at potential future batting champion, 30 homers a year.
He's headed to monster, grand slam, Wander Franco, and another pump fist and a chest pound.
Plays well beyond his year. He can stay at shortstop. You can move him to second if you need to.
Prospects like Wander Franco make you tune in, and that's why.
It just doesn't get much better.
Mature beyond his years. This guy is a special force.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to BarrelUp Podcast. This is your host, John Carlos, and today we are going to touch on the most exciting thing to happen in a 24-hour span. Wander Franco. Yes, Wander Franco, the number one prospect in all of baseball, has arrived, and he has arrived in style. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, BarrelUp Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, BarrelUp_baseball. Follow us on Twitter, BarrelUp Podcast /baseball. Like this video, comment down below. Follow us on our major audio platforms, which are Anchor. Yes, Anchor all the way. And most importantly, Spotify. We are on Spotify and other major platforms as well. Thank you guys for all the support that you have given us thus far. We are at 915 subscribers in 2 years. Very impressive stat, but we're not there yet. There's always room for improvement, right? We want to reach 1,000 subscribers. My fellow co-hosts are not here right now, but they're here in spirit. And we always give the audience the gratitude that they deserve as well, that they give back. They're also happy at the fact that our subscribers are tuning into the show and supporting us in every way they can. With that being said, the topic of the hour, the topic of all of baseball. I'm pretty sure that even Major League Baseball players that weren't playing at the time were watching this. And what is this? It is Wander Franco. Wander Franco, like I said in the beginning of the show, the number one prospect of all of baseball for the past basically 3 years. There was no minor league baseball last year in the year 2020, but that did not take away from how talented and bright this young star is. So before I say that, before I give you the stats, before I give you the homework that I've done on the kid, yes, he's a kid. He's not even 21 years old, okay? 20-year-old Wander Franco, I must state and give you guys this. Like I said in the episode prior, I said that the game was getting younger, that the game was going into a phase where all you see is young talent, raw talent, ready to rock and roll. We have the Fernando Tatis Jr.'s of the world. We have the Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s of the world taking over the show, right? But now there's some company. It might just be one game, but Wander Franco is definitely considered to be on this list, and I'll tell you why. Right? Let's give you guys a little bit of engulps stat numbers of Wander Franco before his major league debut yesterday. Wander Franco, in the year 2018, when he first started his professional career, right? He had an average, posted up an average of 351, 11 home runs, 57 RBIs, and 85 hits. After that, he goes on a tear. Next year, 2019, 327 for an average, 9 home runs, 53 RBIs, and 139 hits. Notice how the hits numbers go up. In 2020, there was no minor league action, as we know, but there was action this year, prior to his debut in the majors. In the minors, in AAA to be exact, he was posting up numbers for 315 for an average, 7 home runs, 35 RBIs, and 51 hits so far, the 2021 season. We're talking about 2 months into the baseball season, whether we're minor league baseball or major league baseball. He gets called up and he goes out in style. Props to you, props to the Wander Franco family that has shaped this young man to the man he is today. He's what we call pride and joy for us Dominicans and us Latino players that strive for greatness. You can see the determination and the work ethic that this kid possesses so early on, right? He makes his major league debut against the Red Sox, my favorite team, apart from the Mets, right? Yes, take it as you want it. 1986 World Series. Anyway, he makes his debut against the Red Sox, against Eduardo Rodriguez, and like I said just 2 seconds ago, it's notable that the kid can rake. He can hit. He's a 5-tool player. His best tool for me as an analyst would be his bat. But the guy can run. The guy can steal bases. He can play stellar defensive shortstop, right? He has awareness for the game at such a young age. Knowing all that, knowing the numbers I just gave you, you know he can hit. You know he's ready on that aspect. But that's not what advanced scouts look for. I'll tell you why. If you have all the raw talent that you can have, that's great. But once you make it to the major league level, the word major is for a reason. You have to be majorly equipped for Major League Baseball. It's about knowing the fundamentals. And the most impressive stat for me, that might not be for everybody, was his first at-bat. Let me break down for you his first at-bat. Wander Franco, right? Wander Franco goes up to the plate. He gets a standing ovation from the crowd. Never seen that before. Well, I've seen it before, but not to this extent, to the point where caps are coming off people's heads. They were just awaiting this moment. It's like the savior of the nation came, right? One would think that any player in their major league debut would be nervous, jittery, not knowing what to wait, excited, feeling all these emotions at the same time. Therefore, making it noticeable for the fan to see, okay, he's nervous. It's like a Lego piece. He fit right in. His first at-bat, and this is why I want people to do their homework. His first at-bat, to me, was the most impressive at-bat all night. I'll tell you why, like I said. He goes up there against Eduardo Rodriguez. He's quickly down in the count, 0-2, right? Eduardo Rodriguez is pounding him in the zone with fastballs. He's not giving him anything but fastballs, going right after him. And this kid is just fouling off. He starts to, Eduardo Rodriguez starts to pitch away a little bit, trying to extend the hands and stuff like that. And the kid does not give in. Very close pitches where major leaguers that are on the field right now, most of them would have swung. This kid doesn't swing. He walked after being 0-2 in the at-bat. After being down 0 balls, 2 strikes, remarkably enough, he comes off out of that at-bat with a walk. Why is this the most impressive stat for me? Because it shows his maturity already at 20 years old, his plate awareness, his plate discipline, right? This is why the Rays did what they did. Shout out to my brother, Willie Adames. We hold you dearly in our hearts. Thank you for everything you've done for the show, for giving me the interview, for giving me your insight. But at the end of the day, business is business. Willie Adames is having a tremendous stint with the Milwaukee Brewers. A lot of Rays fans were with watery eyes, feeling emotional when the kid got shipped out to Milwaukee. The kid, right? Willie Adames. And he got watery as well because this is the home that saw him grow up, basically. The home that gave him a chance, the Tampa Bay Rays. And they shipped him out. But they knew what they were doing. Teams, 90% of the time, know what they were doing. They shipped out Willie Adames, right? By any means, I think this is the best thing that's happened to Willie Adames because he's on a tear. He's on the all-star ballot, meaning he can get picked up to be an all-star. He's considered an all-star this year, right? Or close to. He's tearing up the league in Milwaukee. But let's get back to the main point. They ship out Willy Adames to make room for Wander Franco, the #1 prospect in all of baseball. And I said it before, behind cameras, and I said before, he is going to play third base. People doubted me. Oh, no, he's not. He's too little. He's not a third baseman. He's a shortstop. He's a shortstop by trade. He came up as a shortstop, but he played third base yesterday. This goes to show that what the Rays have planned for this young man is remarkable. His body type is going to fill up. As you saw yesterday, hit the home run off Eduardo Rodriguez. That was a shot, a low pitch. He is going to be a power hitter, in my opinion, with the years to come. But he's not going to be your average power hitter. He's going to be an Acuna type player. Yes, Acuna plays the outfield. Wander Franco plays the infield. But the amount of intensity and the same type of tools that they possess is inevitable to not see it. Speed, electricity, bat, glove, arm strength. They are game changers. The Rays, I give you props. Tampa Bay Rays, I give you so many props. You know why? Because you bring up Wander Franco in a moment where you lose sight of first place. You go back to second place. The Red Sox are on top by half a game. This is the perfect moment to maintain that spark or to spark it a little bit more with the addition of Wander Franco. Right? A career 332 hitter in basically 3 years of play. Showing at every level that he deserves the chance to hit. But I commend and I give props to the Tampa Bay Rays for giving Willy Adames the opportunity that he deserved. Just last year, I was talking to my buddies. Last year or the year before. No, last year, right? Where they were arguing with me, oh no, they gotta bring up Wander Franco, they gotta bring up Wander Franco. I'm like, listen, Willy Adames hasn't been given the chance in totality as he deserves. If they're gonna bring up Wander Franco, they're either going to ship out Willy or they're gonna have them play together because this is a future for that team. It's not time yet. This was last year. This year, they bring him up. They shipped out Willy. Willie's doing great, like I said, and now they have another chance with Wander Franco. Wander Franco is the type of player that you could build around of. You could start with him and build a team around him. And we're talking about a player that is projected to be, like I said early in the show, the game is getting younger. The game is getting more electric. Arguably right now, the face of baseball is Fernando Tatis Jr. We still have Mike Trout, obviously. But one can argue that Fernando Tatis Jr. is also the face of baseball right now. I said it here, and I say it here now. Fernando Tatis Jr., Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Juan Soto, and Acuna are in that list. But there's a fifth one soon to be added, and that's Wander Franco. Keep your eye on this stud. Keep your eye on this stud. He has yet to fail us. In every level of minor league ball, he has hit for an above average, a 332 career hitter. It is going to be exciting to see Wander Franco play, especially in that division. A future All-Star, a future World Series winner. If the Rays play their cards right and they do what they have to do, build around him, this team is going to contend every year. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, BarrelUp Podcast. Click it right there. I know you're seeing it. Subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss this episode and the episodes prior and episodes in the future. We will be at the All-Star game. You never know. Wander Franco can make an appearance. But with that being said, guys, this was a little minor episode. It wasn't nothing crazy. I want you guys to digest this. Welcome Wander Franco to the major leagues, right? And I'll see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Thank you. It's been a blessing.